Hey everybody, welcome to J Stern Designs and happy May Day. I thought I would take a minute on May 1st to tell you about all the classes I'm going to be teaching in May. I got a request from a subscriber who wanted to keep track of, my teaching schedule. And the easiest way to keep track of that is to sign up for my newsletter. It's a monthly newsletter. In the newsletter, I include my teaching schedule. I include sneak peeks of upcoming projects, new patterns, and so on and so forth. I also put an exclusive newsletter tutorial in there, so there's something useful. Many times it has to do with a fitting adjustment. And that way you can really keep track of where I'm going to be teaching and what I'm going to be doing. But I thought it would be kind of cool too to do a quick video to share all the things I'm going to be doing. And really, in May, I think I have something for everybody. So the first class I'm teaching in May starts on May 4th, this Wednesday, from 5:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. via Zoom. And it's a class to show you how to sew a knit dress. So the cool thing about this class is you get the choice of working either with my Abby dress, which I'm wearing, or my Anna dress, which I have on my ditto form here. Okay, and the difference between these two dresses, I'm going to stand up. The Abby dress is an A-line skirt with an empire waist, and I'm going to talk about how to make a flattering fit. For example, if I turn to the side here and pull the dress to the back, you can see I have a tummy. And I know I'm probably not the only person who has this fitting issue. So the position of the empire waist seam can help camouflage that. So I have it up a little bit higher than I would normally have it, right under my fullest part of my bust. And what that does, I'll turn to the side again, you can see it camouflages and the dress hangs straight. So I'll be talking about positioning that seam in a flattering place for your body. You can choose to do the same thing with the Anna dress. The Anna dress has a flared skirt with an empire waist. Also, the cool thing about the Anna dress is there's two bodice fronts. There's a darted version for D+ cup sizes, and then there is a dartless version for A, B, C, and even D cup can use the dartless version. I'm also going to show you how to finish a V neckline using a really, really easy technique and a strip of knit. So you can see here, this is actually my daughter's Anna dress. She has worn this dress to death, and I think it's going to be time to make her another one. All right, so you can see here the neckline is finished with a knit strip, nice and easy. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm also going to show you how to finish neckline and armholes with a facing. And for an example of that, I just want to show you, this is a winter version of the Abby dress, but what I want to show you here is it's very easy to finish the neckline and the armholes with a facing. So you can see that I did that here. Okay, and you can see it really clearly because the facing is gray and the outside of the dress is a heavy knit lace. So like if you wanted to make a dressy version of this dress, or even the Anna dress, you could find a sheer stretch lace to put on the top of the bodice or the right side of the bodice, and then you could use a knit fabric for your lining, and that's really cool. In this version, because I took advantage of the scalloped lace edge, so it's loose and on the outside, but the dress I'm wearing here is also finished with a facing, and I caught both the facing and the upper bodice piece in the empire waist seam. So there's a lot of really cool construction techniques. You can choose between either pattern, but here's the best part. You get both PDFs with the class registration. So if you'd like to join me for Sew and Knit Dress with Master the Art of Sewing, click the link below. I will put that there. It starts on Wednesday, May 4th. The second class is the following Wednesday, May 11th, again from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. So that's the first thing I'm teaching. Next up, I am teaching my favorite new pattern, the Frenchie Jeans with Mart fabric. Let me get those and show you that. The Frenchie Jeans is my new jeans pattern I released earlier in March, and this is a really cool, not your average jean pattern. Let me show you the details of these jeans because it's very, very cool. First of all, there is a 4-inch wide waist yoke that replaces the traditional waistband and back yoke. So if I turn it around, you can see there is no traditional yoke. It's just the wide waist yoke going all the way around. There are back pockets, and then there are also front pockets. These front pockets peek out below the yoke seam. There is a hybrid button snap closure, and the cool thing about this is, depending on your shape, if you have a rectangular shape, you can get away with making these pull on, and I'll show you an example of that in a minute. But also, if you want to have some of the functionality of a button fly, but you don't want to deal with snaps and buttons, you can sew the bottom part of the fly shut with no snaps and then just have the button closure at the top. So there are a bunch of ways to close these jeans. Either make them pull on, have the full snap button closure, or like I said, we can sew the bottom part and just have this short opening. It really depends on how much room you need to get your jeans on past your full hip. So that's what the waist looks like. Now let's look at the other unique features of these jeans. First of all, there is no side seam. If I sort of turn it to the side, you can see no side seam. Where we're getting the shape from is there are vertical darts in the center of each leg. So center back, center front, above and below the knee, there are little vertical darts. You can make these darts deeper if you need to take in more ease, or they can just be decorative and you can just sort of make a very shallow vertical dart. The seam at the knee is right above your knee, very similar to leather jeans. And then the hem has a cool treatment if you choose to do it this way. I'll show you how to use twill tape or Petersham ribbon to finish the edge and turn it to the right side to make this little cuff. Okay, so that's the Frenchie Jeans. All right, let me show you the pull-on pair. So like I said, if you've got a rectangle shape, you can do a pull-on version. Okay, and I made the pockets a little bit bigger on the pull-on version because I didn't have the fly detail to get in the way. There are also belt loops, so if you want to wear a belt with these jeans, you can do that as well. So there's belt loops, there's front pockets. On this pair, I only sewed one of the back pockets, but you can see I did a decorative bar tack up at the top and bottom of these back vertical darts. Okay, so you can really add a lot of style to these jeans by using a contrasting color top stitching thread. So this class is going to be starting on Saturday, May 7th from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then there's 2 weeks between that class and the second class on the 21st. And here's the thing, if you've taken a class with me to make jeans or pants, you may notice that I like to do private fittings. So if you'd like to have a private fitting with me via Zoom during the 2 weeks between the classes to fine-tune the fit of your Frenchie jeans before you sew them together, we can get together during those 2 weeks. So it's going to be with Mart Fabrics, May 7th and 21st from noon to 3 o'clock. And so then I'm teaching for Stitches at Home this month, and I'm teaching 2 different classes that I'm super excited about. The first class is going to be on Friday, May 13th from 2 to 4 Eastern Standard Time. And this is my little knit knapsack. I have to tell you, every time I make one of these, it brings me joy It's really cute. It has a drawstring closure, a pocket, and straps to wear it like a backpack. So if you're new to sewing knits and you'd like to make a fun project that also has some hidden garment techniques in the project, join me for the mini knit knapsack. You can sew knits on your sewing machine, stitches at home, May 13th from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then finally, on the following weekend, so the 13th and the 14th, I am teaching one of my favorite classes. I taught this for I taught this at the National ASG Conference a few years ago, and the ladies in the class had the best time. I'm going to show you how to take a pair of jeans and make it into your new favorite skirt. Now, this is not your traditional jean skirt. This has got a lot of style and detail to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a pair of jeans that is going to be your base pair. They can be too small. They could be too big. I'll show you how to fit them. And then we'll decide the length, cut off the bottoms of the legs, and we'll use that denim to fill in the hole that you get when you take apart the jeans and start to put them back together. You can see this is not your traditional, crossover V-shaped opening here. I stylized it to make it kind of cool. And then if I turn it to the side here, you can see that I had to add almost 3 inches to the waist on each side to get these jeans to fit me again. And that panel widens into a godet at the hem. And you can see here, I call this my cathedral window technique, where we pleat up some printed fabric and then sew down the pleats so they open, at different heights to make this pretty effect. You can do machine applique. If you have an embroidery machine, you can do that. If you have decorative stitches on your machine, you can embellish with that. I have some decorative stitching here. Let's take a look at the back. So again, in the back, I have one of these cathedral windows filling up the space left after I close the legs. There's some machine applique on the corner of the pockets. And then I did some machine embroidery on this side. And you can see I went from the palest yellow to dark gold and bronze all the way to purple down this side. So you can really go to town on this skirt and do a lot of decorative techniques. So I'll have a bunch of things to show you for inspiration. There's really a lot of fun with this project. You can work with one pair of jeans. You can introduce a second pair that has a different color denim. You can find different printed fabric that you can use for, machine applique. It's going to be a lot of fun. So this class is going to be on May 14th from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to show you how to take apart your jeans, start to plan and put them back together in the first class. You'll have time between the first and second class to finish prepping and cutting out and getting them ready. And then during the second class on Sunday from 2 to 4, we'll do some more detail and finishing. So this is going to be a really fun class. I have a workbook that has step-by-step instructions to make your jeans into a skirt. It's included with registration. So if you're interested in that, please find the link below this video and join me for that. So those are all the fun things I'm going to be teaching in May. I really hope to see you guys in some of these classes. They're going to be a lot of fun. I know the weather's getting warmer and there's a lot of other fun things to do, but I think everybody needs a jean skirt and a knit dress for the summer. So join me before the weather gets really nice to make those things. And, if you're new to sewing knits, join me for the knit knapsack. That's going to be a really fun class as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little review of all of my classes. Check the links below for registration and more information. And I hope to see you sometime in May in a Zoom class with me. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely rest of your day.